Good morning, gorgeous collective. I hope you are well. It's very early in the morning, so it's still dark where I am. Could be a number of reasons I'm being told. Maybe you're stressed out about something. Maybe you're going through a spiritual ascension. Your spirit team is trying to give you messages. For some of you in a divine counterpart connection, I'm hearing if you're in separation, then your person is up thinking about you. And as I say that, man holding a heart flies out. So maybe today's reading is going to be different to the past few days. But let's see. So I've got man holding a heart. The number 45 could be significant. That's interesting. Journey was upside down. And if you know me, I always have my cards in the upright and action on the top. So maybe you've come to an end of a specific journey and now things are going to move forward. Maybe you've closed a chapter out with somebody and now there's a shift in the dynamic. Envy. So I'm dealing with the envy card that maybe someone didn't want to settle or felt like they'd lose their independence and they were looking for external validation. Possibly someone who is a bit intimidated by your energy and by who you are, because you probably have this presence about you. You know who you are. This could be a soul contract, the garden and the gate. That always gives me the garden and the gate a time of rejuvenation. Maybe feeling a little bit stuck, but it's so you could tend to yourself, to tend to your garden, maybe on both sides if this does end up being a love reading. And it always gives me the feeling that someone's about to walk through the gate. And we do have action again on the bottom of the deck. Okay. You may have felt like someone didn't value you in the past. Now, if this is a separation, it's been all part of the divine plan. And behind strategy, we've got woman holding a heart. There could have been indecision and someone has been at a crossroads and they had to make a decision about what way they wanted to go. And maybe that could be potentially why you chose to walk away or you chose yourself. But someone definitely realizing your value, you realizing your own value. All right. Now, if I didn't say it at the beginning, happy family. That's not what I was going to say, but readings are timeless. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Is that envy card again? So someone could be envious of you and your family also. Maybe relationship with kids if you have them. We've got contract. It's giving me Libra energy. Whoops. The scales being balanced. Yeah, there's rest and rejuvenation. You could be quite stressed or have a bit of anxiety at this time, and there's that indecision card. We've got cornucopia. So things are about to go upwards for you. Things are going to come into, there's positivity coming, abundance coming. You definitely could have put up boundaries. You definitely could have been speaking up and expressing your needs, and it sent someone into stress and anxiety. You've pretty much said enough is enough. You don't want to play games anymore, and it made someone spiral is what I'm hearing with indecision. So the number 19, 4, 6, 18, and 8 could be significant. Anxiety. This looks like someone up at all hours in the morning or not sleeping, so that could potentially be why I'm awake right now. Okay, you're definitely breaking cycles when it comes to family matters, generational and ancestral patterns. You're doing it for the kids, I'm hearing. Maybe you walked away from a challenging situation, but definitely new beginnings and inner child healing. So you could also be doing inner child healing. Wait, I haven't split the deck. So you could be dealing with people, or if this is that relationship again, someone's forcing their smiles, a little bit of resentment. Friends just aren't doing it. Or somebody is surrounded just by fake people where they don't have like a real connection with. Brand new, so there's definitely fresh new beginnings coming in. Maybe you're reinventing yourself, or somebody else is coming back in brand new, or maybe because you're breaking cycles, there's somebody new coming in. Okay, you could have been dealing with someone who has an overreaction to minor events. Maybe you're a little bit stressed out about something when there's no need to be. You could have spoke up and expressed your needs. You defended yourself. You voiced your opinion in matters, and someone overreacted, possibly even ghosted you, I'm hearing. Splitting the deck, we've got inner child healing. So reconnecting with joy and happiness, a return to innocence. Something is not what it seems. Could have been dealing with someone who had commitment issues and hiding behind a mask. Maybe they put on a cold exterior with hidden emotions. They've been afraid to show their true self. They may have left you on red, but there's that big break coming. So we've got payday, safe space. There's definitely, some of you could be coming into some money, or your payday, if this does end up being a relationship, after rest and rejuvenation, there's success coming. I feel like someone does definitely feel like you're their safe space, but there's definitely been a status upgrade here. All right, so you might have contracts that have to be signed. Catfish. So you could have felt like someone was pretending to be someone that they're not. Okay, we've got deja vu. So it's definitely someone from your past or a past situation where there has been unresolved issues. lessons or patterns have been repeating. We do have new message, so someone could be reaching out to you. 1111 could be significant. It could come in while you're asleep. We've got friend zone, so maybe this is somebody you friend zoned or they friend zoned you. Maybe you put, oh, excuse me. It's a burp, so just confirmation. Maybe you brought to someone's attention the repeating patterns. So there has been divine intervention at play. Patience has been required. It's all in divine timing. Everything is as it should be. And when it's meant to be, it is meant to be. 2 clocks, like one on a phone and obviously a wall clock. So I'm feeling it's time. And status upgrade. So in indecisions or being at a crossroads, possibly forced someone, ascension on the bottom of the deck, force someone into a higher vibration to ascend. There's been spiritual growth, higher awareness, next level consciousness elevating. That could be you as well. And now your lifestyle is elevating. I think you've really been doing the work on yourself, upgrading yourself, doing the shadow work, doing the inner child healing. And it's put the people in your energy, possibly that man holding a heart, and in the crossroads, they've had to level up to meet you. You possibly could have felt like a secret or a side piece in the past, being a second choice. I feel like you have a lot of influence over people, and even just your energetic influence may have triggered a shift in this dynamic. That's really nice. All right, the crows have started singing. Another confirmation. Even if this isn't about a person, but we'll see with tarot, this is just about your life improving, taking off, possibly signing contracts. It does feel like it is a relationship, but we'll see. Let's just have a look at the indecision card. Yeah, so something could have been stagnant, but now coming out of a time of isolation. At the end of this current status upgrade, I'm not going to say it'll be the last one, but at the current cycle. Yeah, okay, so there's, at this crossroads, there's that anxiety and stressed out card. There's been a transformation. There's been a higher understanding. There's been a huge wake-up call. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Scorpio, or a Scorpio. There's definitely clarity and new beginnings coming. Empress on the bottom of the deck. So the indecision cards, either you or somebody else has been at a crossroads. If this does have to do with somebody else, you've probably also felt like you were at a crossroads, but there's been a transformation that has happened, coming out of a time of isolation and healing, with your status upgrade, with new perspectives, higher awareness, learning lessons, ready to take a leap of faith. So someone, I was just confirming, anxiety. So there could be, someone, I just seen the Two of Cups. Someone withholding information, feeling insecure about communication possibly that they want to say, that will it be received the right way, wanting to bring something back into balance. And it is Mercury retrograde, so just be careful, take your time with it. Try not to interpret things, like there can be misunderstandings and misinterpretations, so just be careful. I was just confirming what is a contract, and King of Cups and the Four of Cups come out, so it definitely could be around love. No, someone wanting to put something back together in their heads about how to do that. All right, let's get into it. I was just thinking, why am I so unsure if this is a love reading about someone in separation? And I just heard it's because this person is unsure about how you're going to receive them. So it does look like there's communication coming in around family, possibly finances even. Someone wanting to move forward. Wanting to heal the situation. Cancer season could be significant, which I think it starts on the 21st. Whoops. Someone could be feeling, whoops, I fucked this up. You could be feeling a little bit bored and discontent. Someone could be feeling bored and discontent because of their past actions, but there's definitely inspired action being taken. Someone's definitely being guided to come towards you. There's good news coming towards you. Four of Cups. So try not to be focused on the past. I think if you can turn you've obviously learnt lessons, or this could be the person that you're dealing with, reviewing the past to learn their lessons, and once that's done, here comes that cup of love. There's definitely been introspection here that has brought a greater awareness, and during this introspection, or someone had to get in touch with their intuition. Things have been, quite stuck, quite stagnant, needing to try and get things moving the best way you can, but there's definitely been a heart-based awakening here. Someone listening to their intuition. Oh, the Emperor was sticking out at the bottom there. So it definitely feels like after rest and rejuvenation, or during a rest and rejuvenation period, that there's been a status upgrade. Someone realizing that they weren't being honest with themselves and you when it comes to family. So starting with the Star. So there's something that you've been manifesting, hoping for, calling in, healing. Like there's definitely healing when it comes to a family dynamic. Again, definitely someone from your past. There could be children involved in this situation, but we've got Judgment that fell on deja vu. So there's definitely a wake-up call that's been happening here in regards to unresolved issues, repeating patterns, even that this is a soul contract. Someone from your past. It could be communicating an apology. I feel like you deserve an apology. Past love. There could also be inner child healing. We did see the card, so there could be inner child healing, childhood wounds that have also been healed. Someone has definitely been strategizing and planning thinking about the way forward in the future. Again, divine timing at play. Coming in more grounded, stable, determined. The sun is starting to rise. So that, oh dear. So I'm just going to pause. Okay, there's definitely different perspectives that's been had. Maybe you've done a little bit of magic to help clarity in this situation, but there's definitely work that's been done on yourself, done on this other person, wanting to rebuild something together. Having different perspectives, communication coming in after a different perspective. Someone could, you could have thrown yourself into work or finances, career. Someone, the person that you could have been dealing with could have been more finance orientated. We do have the King of Swords here. So again, another card of clarity. We've got a bat, and bats are all about cycles. So old cycles completing and new cycles opening. We've got owls. So that internal wisdom, that higher knowing. Crows, I love crows. They're just so magical. But again, they always give me that feel of spiritual regrowth and transformation as well, and magic. And we've got the sword there, so it feels like he's not on guard, but wanting to have an open and honest communication. It's wish fulfillment. So with the Star and the Nine of Cups, like, I do believe that you are this person's wish fulfillment, and vice versa. Even though this hadn't come to fruition yet, I feel like you felt it in your core. Feels like you'll be jumping for joy. New beginning, new passionate beginning. There's obviously a lot of passion here. This could also be someone that you've known from a past life or many past lives. Knight of Cups. Be prepared to be swept off your feet. Emotional communication, someone coming in with pure intentions. We do have the divine timing card there, but even a little knight has angel wings on his shoes. So he's been inspired and listening to his intuition to come forward. We've got the Five of Swords with the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. So it feels like as the clarity has come in regards to you and this connection, that the anxiety has set in quite hard for this person, understanding that maybe some of their communication in the past, I'm hearing, has been quite blunt and possibly even aggressive due to unhealed wounds. Coming forward, wanting to take positive action. This Knight of Cups is really interesting. It's the only one I've seen with this, and it's got the Four of Wands from the Four of Wands. And as we know, the Four of Wands represents reconciliations, commitment, stable families, contentment, peace, all the things. So it does feel like someone's hopeful that they can move forward, bringing some sort of stability. Now, this is definitely something that you've had to walk away from. I'm also feeling that it's the end of cycles. Like the lessons have been learned. Got a plane going over, so another sign of ascension. What are you? Ace of Cups. It's wish fulfillment, wanting to rekindle this connection. Again, you've probably intuitively felt this and known this at your core. Doesn't mean that the journey's been easy. And some of you could also be moving home. Someone also wanting to be there for children. Your dreams could be giving you guidance at the moment. You could also be receiving important psychic insights. Yeah, definitely. You could be at a distance from someone, and it definitely feels like in the distance of something that there's been a different perspective. The Devil. So someone, again, in mental pain after their clarity, after their higher understanding, how to fix this, how to come in right, seeing things from a different perspective, making them feel not so great about themselves is what I'm hearing. Oops. Just heard my neighbour's door slam, so a confirmation that old cycles are complete. We do have the King of Wands and Temperance, so I'm feeling like this is definitely something that you've had to be patient in, but it's coming, someone taking action to bring a situation into balance. Again, sometimes I feel with Temperance communication after a different perspective. This person has angel wings beside him, behind him. So I feel like, again, divine intervention. Just need one more. Ooh la la. We've got the Emperor. It's checkmate. So someone coming in with that emotional confession. Someone setting his eyes on what he wants and going for it. We've got the Sun on the bottom of the deck. So the Sun is also a card of the Divine Masculine. So there's definitely been clarity for this person, knowing what he wants. We've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. We've also got the Knight of Wands. So someone knowing what he wants, being inspired to take action towards it, but coming in very stable, very grounded. This could have been a long time in the making. But, oh, and look, we've got the Knight of Swords as well. Yes, we would prefer kings, but we've got the Emperor here, so it feels like he still embodied all the four elements to come in as the Emperor, but there's movement coming in with clarity. He could have definitely been dealing with a runner before, but someone coming in with clarity, someone coming in to keep things light and playful, to be emotionally vulnerable, but more stable and grounded, wanting a new passionate beginning built on love. Okay, so let's see, what's this message gonna say? All right. I'm sorry. Someone's definitely feeling very wounded, very lost without you. That you are the Empress. Now we've got a divine match, the Empress and the Emperor, that they want a nurturing relationship with you. We've got a lotus flower there, so rebuilding something after a difficult phase. That they have a higher understanding, the lessons that they've learned. The Hierophant is also a card of commitment, so maybe they want to enter a commitment. Seeing you as someone that they want to invest in, admiring your strength, understanding that you had to walk away, even though, look at all these cups, not one of them has fallen. So I feel like you've walked away, even you've had so much love for this person, and standing in truth and integrity, speaking your truth. What lessons has this person learnt? I'll just have to pause and grab that mess. So 8 of Cups. So I think some of the, so I didn't take it because I didn't know which way it was going to come out because of the way I grabbed it. So it could be that this person has learned that they need to walk away from things that don't make them happy, where there's no fulfillment, that you were settling for less than what you deserved. That they need to have boundaries with people as well. Maybe they just used to let people walk all over them. What lessons has this person learned? Possibly that you may have felt like a secret or hidden, or that they secluded you. Yeah, with maybe they also hid feelings to themselves. That they never offered you anything stable. Communication may have been an issue as well. That they didn't really communicate clearly. Yeah, they could have been, you may have felt maybe gaslit or manipulated by this person in the past, and they had, and that's what I was saying, there may have been issues with communication, and they need to know, you see right through that bullshit, right? You've possibly dealt with people like that in the past, so you're not in it for games. So they've learned that they need to leave all that behavior behind. Okay, now let's have a look at, let's just see, what do we need to know about this person? Like energy. What do we need to know about this person coming back? They're definitely listening to their intuition. They could be asking you out on a date. Definitely wanting to rebuild things. Definitely regret here. Admiring your strength. Remember, the strength card is also a card of keeping your boundaries, but also being kind, understanding, and compassionate, forgiving. Person is definitely unhappy with the way things have gone. They're coming in definitely with eye on the long term, wanting something more stable, something more grounded, knowing that they have to do things a different way. They're definitely unhappy without you. Wanting to make things right, yeah, understanding that you're not playing these games anymore, that you're over the bullshit behavior. They're definitely coming in with accountability to make things right with an honest conversation. So I'll just quickly read out some signs. We've got Libra, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, and Pisces. Oops. Oh dear. So crows, bats, owls, and horses could be significant. This person may even, and rams, or sheep. This person may even turn up with red roses. Is there anything else we need to know? It's definitely forward movement. There's definitely inspired action being taken. This person may be very flirty and passionate. Wanting to bring balance into the situation between you two, but there's definitely been balance, like the inner and outer worlds in balance. We've got the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and this is what I was saying before. Through an emotional awakening, through the challenges, because lotus flowers grow in mud, that there can be a rekindling of this relationship if you want it. Pouring into each other's cups equally. So we've got the King of Swords twice coming in for honest communication, to take accountability. They could be coming in more logical. Damn. Please hold. I was just thinking before I dropped that mess. We've seen the King of Swords. It'd be nice to see the King of Cups, even though we did see him at the start. And he was on the top of the cards I dropped on the floor. So this person coming in with love as well. Like, just not logical. There's definitely fast-moving action here, but also it's grounded and stable. So it's not someone coming in as a player. It's someone grounded, stable, and determined, but it's also being light, determined, and honest, if that makes sense. So understanding that this is a soul contract, the Emperor, someone doing the work, the status upgrade to do the work to level up to the Emperor, to meet you where you are as the Empress. Someone wanting to work on this connection again. Remember, filling each other's cups, having equal give and take. They're wanting to get in and do the hard yards together. Someone could be traveling to see you if someone is at a distance. Like I said, they could be turning up your house. Cancer season could definitely be significant. Yeah. Well, that's really beautiful. I'm also hearing that with the Ascension and status upgrade, it may have been quite quickly or quite sudden. Like maybe with the Knight of Pentacles, this has been going on for quite some time. But because you spoke up and you spoke your truth and you stood true to you, it's really triggered this person into a really quick awakening. And there's definitely lessons that have been learned. There's a happy family coming together, upholding each other's side of the contract, learning lessons. So you definitely have communication coming in after a different perspective and after some hard lessons have been learned. And the Emperor coming in to sweep you off his feet. All right, gorgeous people, I will leave it there. I'm wishing you a beautiful day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.